Sent to the future from the year 2000 by a glitch due to the Millennium Bug, I'm adapting to thrive in the peculiar conditions of the 2020s. Join me in a multimedia extravaganza as we surf the World Wide Web, catch up on 2 decades of video games and mess around with creative tools new and old. I'm Millennium Cyborg, welcome to the new millennium. Borbadina, good to see you. It is Friday the 13th. It is Futuristic Racing Friday number 13. I have prepared nothing horror related. I had a brief look, but you know, futuristic racing games already kind of niche. Would have been hard to put something together. So well, I'm glad you like that intro. You know, I do like it when I like some of the intros and outros that some YouTubers I watch do. That was mostly what I was thinking of when I wrote that intro. And it gives me something that I can I've practiced saying, so it kicks me off on the right gear, hopefully. So today we are playing some Xbox 360 and PS3 era futuristic racing games. Not that many around in that sort of era, but there are a few, probably enough for a couple of streams. And it was a pain to try and get these working. Initially I had in my head Xbox 360, but I was not able to get the Xenia emulator to work. However, out of the games I selected, 2 run pretty good in RPCS3 and 1 runs just fine on Windows if you manage to obtain a copy. So that's what we're going to be doing. There are some actual exclusives that I will have to get around to at some point, like Sonic Free Riders, I think it's called. That I'll either have to figure out how to emulate or just get a cheap Xbox 360 and use that. But yeah. So let's get right into it. I've been also busy on tech stuff, but I'm not going to delay by talking about that. I'll do a proper info dump on the coding side of things on a different stream. We are going to start with Blur. Blur was one of the last games made by Bizarre Creations. That's a touch loud. Bring it down a bit. There we go. This was released in May 2010, and Bizarre Creations was shut down by Activision in November 2010, if I remember correctly. So this game didn't really have that much of a chance. There was even a sequel in the works, and that obviously never happened. But maybe if the purchase of Activision by Microsoft goes through, maybe we might see a Blur 2. I quite like this intro. Bizarre Creations, also known for Project Gotham Racing, among others. And Des, good to see you. Sorry, I couldn't catch your stream earlier. I was too busy preparing for this one. This is peak slow motion of crashes happening sort of era. And also a certain style of tutorial. I had to get through, several of these games today have kind of annoying tutorials. I had to go through a bit of Blur's tutorial to test it out. We'll see if there's more tutorial that pops up as we play further into the game. There we go. People generally speak, you know, pretty favourably of this game. But I've not given it a proper go yet, so I'm interested to see. So I've done one race, and I got several different kinds of points that unlock different things. What was it? It was points and number of fans. And I unlocked one car. But this one's described as drifty, so I am going to try this one. So, is this a futuristic racing game? I feel like the way that it has, you know, boosts and power-ups and all that makes it feel a lot like other futuristic racing games to me so far. How stylish is that intro? It doesn't have you know, anti-gravity, but not all of the games. Woo, ow. That was sudden. Not all of the games we look at here, including some of the top-rated ones, have anti-gravity. Not explicitly set in the future, I guess, but then... So, how do I drift again? So we've got the accelerator, we've got A to drop weapons, A to use weapons. That's my regular brake on the left trigger. I have added Split Second to my Steam wish list, and I've had a look at the trailers, and I do think I will be streaming that one as well. So either when I find two other games to slot it in with, or so this is a challenge that'll get us fans if we go through the appropriate gates. Yeah, either when there's a Steam sale or when I feel like just grabbing an emulated copy. We'll see. But since there's a PC version, I might as well get the PC version and see if it's any good. Split screen multiplayer, that's a rare feature these days. Oh, I failed apparently. I must have missed a gate. Let's see. Alright, B. Okay, B is for drifting, but also clearly I can drift out way too far. It's true, sometimes you lose features, or they take a very long time to be replaced because of various reasons. I remember the period where Dark Souls had to switch over from Games for Windows Live to Steam. Games for Windows Live was going away. I'm sure there's some games that required Games for Windows Live that didn't make the switch over. Right. That seems bad. We still made it. Does my car have a health bar anywhere? Or am I just supposed to see the degradation? Oh, I've got something in the rear view mirror there. Yeah, thankfully it's not kind of arcadey physics. Boost. I'll take. Oh no, I missed. Why is there no music right now? Is that a bug? Ow. I'm about to explode. Still in first place.
Simply put, this is all about wrecking cars. Pick up bolt power-ups and use them to wreck as many cars as you can.
This style of tutorial...
You'll earn points for hits, but more for wrecks. There are 3-point targets to aim for. Higher point targets will earn you more.
They're unskippable, by the way.
You gain extra seconds for every car you wreck. Watch out for defensive moves from other cars. Alright, go get them.
Alright, so we're just supposed to wreck other cars. So do we just want a defensive one? Thank you. I will try to get them. The way that the thumbnail of the course expands into the actual view of you racing is very cool. So, alright, there are more. And we've got the fan gate thing. We did it. I thought we'd get shot at more. We're getting long range shots because I'm too slow to get to the others in this car, I think. Gonna be tough to get any more. Alright, there we go, not too bad. What? No, I didn't want to retry. There we go. If only it was that easy to gain followers. So what are we working towards here again? So we're trying to get a number of points so we can challenge this character, which will then let us finish this chapter or whatever it is. Try a balanced car. This was a regular race, right? Just mostly race good. Oh wow, I didn't, yeah. You can really spin out with the drifting. Multiple paths and shortcut type things in the courses, that's nice. So this one's an interesting weapon. It just causes this lightning to appear at the front of the track ahead of everyone. Ow. Let's try and get repaired. Pretty brutal. Let's try and do the fan gate thing. Barely hit it. Oh, spinning out. No, wait, we missed it. No? Okay. Thought it would time us out. I don't know if I can swap. There we go. I can swap to repair. Quite handy. Very hard to avoid these patches. We're doing good. The car of the future, the Land Rover. Good to see you, Ren. It's a kind of alternate present in which we've got Wipeout style weapons attached to conventional licensed cars. Actually, that's an interesting one, isn't it? The whole issue of, are you allowed to damage the licensed cars? Boost. Quite nice boosts. Yeah, I see why people like this game. I don't know what's up with it. The only thing that's weird is the music. You know what? I didn't even change this. I mean, it would be foolish to turn it on now, but I wonder. I'm surprised that there's an option in a game made in 2010 to turn off the licensed soundtrack. I was just expecting this stream to get copyright strikes on YouTube anyway when I put up the VOD, because I didn't think that right at this time period they would think about
you can find
that
details
sort of
on
thing.
these in the pre-event screen. Drive skillfully and battle hard to earn as many fans as you can. Hit the fan target to earn yourself an extra life.
Where are we racing? Badlands Traverse. Okay, sure, let's try the off-road. Well, that's got bad acceleration and grip, good health, and we're apparently blowing each other up, so maybe that'll work out. Is the boost much use in this situation? Got a shield. Really looking for the offensive weapons here to score some points. I'm just missing with that one. Probably better to get the homing ones. Let's go right for this one. There we go. I have no idea why this game isn't currently available on Steam. I mean, it could be licensing issues, could be Activision just not caring about something this old. I'm sure people would be interested in playing it if it was available. Wow. Right, go for another one of the homing shots. Oh, your arm. I'll try that ramp. I'm curious because we're getting no soundtrack at all. Okay, now there is music. Okay. To let someone else catch up. Can I just straight up hit them? At least I denied them repair. without this soundtrack, it wouldn't have been fair to judge the game. Oh, we missed. Too close for the homing shot. What do we have to do for this course? Like, when does it end? It says laps 2 out of 2. Okay, there we go.
Well done. You've gained access to City Slickers. These events are owned by Khan. This guy's a skillful driver, but just so you know, he's gonna keep his distance to protect his precious car.
Okay, we haven't completed the proving rounds. And I guess we might... Oh, hang on. Offensive power-ups. Earn blah blah fans. No, let's just try and polish this off. What kind of course was this? Destruction. This stats for the off-road Land Rover and this one are quite similar. Is that drives? Yeah, dancing mode. That's pretty cute. Alright, it's this destruction one. The game is probably just a scooch too loud. Let me lower that tiny bit. It's peaking on the stream view as well. There we go. Oh, I missed that. Keep spawning. Oh, we're almost out of time. So we've got to keep attacking to replenish time. I guess, you know, if I'd paid any attention to what the tutorial was saying, I would know this, but somehow that kind of tutorial video just makes me want to skip. We didn't get full blur points or whatever. I think we're gonna have to, yeah, do some courses from the next set.
Alright, this is you versus the clock. Get through as many checkpoints as you can before your time runs out. Passing through a checkpoint will buy you more time. Pick up stopwatches and use nitros to gain valuable seconds. Pass through the last checkpoint with as much time as possible. The amount of time you have left will determine your success. There are 3 time targets to aim for. Higher time targets will earn you more lights. Drive fast and stay sharp.
They are stylish. They are stylish tutorials. Video things. I just do not absorb the information. We got some pretty good games today, I think. I might end up just enjoying myself and streaming each one longer than I intended. Alright, so we've got a collectible item to pick up on the courses for Khan, who's the local gym leader, so to speak. We need to challenge with our car Pokemon. I don't know, the metaphor is already lost. I don't quite have the hang of drifting yet. Let's do the fan gate thing. My car looks pretty beat up, but we've got loads of health points left, so nothing to worry about. Whoa! That's slightly weird. Ooh. Ooh. Yeah, even though we got most of the points available on these tracks, I'll have to do some more. We've got to collect, we've got to land a bunch more offensive power-ups is the main thing apart from the points. Any Toyotas? I don't know what the full roster is. It doesn't tell you. You'd have to look it up on the wiki, I guess. So this next race is okay. Wait, I thought I unlocked 2. Maybe. Oh, this is Class D, so I can only pick Class D cars. Let's try the Beetle. I really should move on to the next game. I'm just enjoying myself. The fact that you're dropped in already, you know, already moving rather than at a starting line is pretty cool as well. Yeah, hard to avoid. Don't do too much damage at least. Very satisfying to land the homing shots. Does the song sound broken, or is that just how it's supposed to sound? Let's try the gates. Yeah, the drifting still, I don't, missed, no. Still haven't figured out the drifting. I can't remember, when was the height of dubstep? I don't know if this counts as dubstep. Can we get another go? Might have run out of time that time. Yeah, it would have been, oh, hang on. I see. That's the total proportion we have of this whole area, but it's not a requirement. We just need to land 80 offensive power-ups and earn 7,000 fans.
Now for a lesson in fan runs. You'll find one in every event.
Oh,
Trigger
okay.
phantoms
Well,
by simply driving through
I'll have a
them.
sip of tea.
Once triggered, pass through all the gates.
Everything was dubstepified by the 2010s.
If you get through all the gates in time, you'll earn an extra life.
I'll try doing this. Try getting a full score on this one. And then I'll probably move on to the next game. Oh no! Oh! Not good enough. If I just land a few more offensive power-ups, I can do the one-on-one. Sorry, I just... One more go. I'll ignore the fan run this time. It's a shame that it's always the same track of music on here. I got hit by something, I'm not sure what. Oh, I see. There we go. I fire those backwards. Good news, it's a different track. Is it any better? Ooh. Okay, we did it. Surely we've now done it. All right.
Well done. You've met all of Shannon's demands and earned the right to face her in a one-on-one. Do not be fooled by her appearance. She's not just a pretty face, and she won't back down. These are all or nothing powered-up races against a single opponent. Cross the finish line first or wreck your opponent to win. This is no easy feat. These guys are tough. They're at the top of their game. You'll have to drive faster and fight harder than ever. There's no second places here, but win, and you'll win big. The prize is your opponent's car and mod. You'll also earn lights for your victory.
Mod?
Now go for it.
How do mods work? Right, so we have to use this car. I like some of the tracks and some of the music tracks. I attempted to do a Xenon Racer style drift there, because I wasn't paying attention. I don't think this is going to be a tough race somehow. This feels a bit anticlimactic after all the work I had to do to unlock this race, and the build up in the video at the start. Take that, Shannon.
Congratulations. You've taken down your first champion. You now own Shannon's car and mod. You'll find it in the garage with your other cars. You can now enter Fan Favorite, which is headed up by Reimer. He's a veteran with a passion for crowd pleasing. To compete with him, you're really gonna have to put on a show.
Seems to be a fair amount of content. Well, okay, I said I'd stop. I'm enjoying this, definitely. How are we going to rank it? It can be... And millennials figured out how to use Fruity Loops. That sounds accurate. How are we going to rank this? I think it counts as a futuristic racing game. It's got, you know, if you slapped a bit more neon onto the vehicles, it would be more convincing, but gameplay wise, it's there for me. It's very easy to keep playing. It reminds me most of Xenon Racer in that regard, like the... I'm tempted to put it just above Xenon Racer. I think that seems right to me. do that. Futuristic. Enough. Racer, yes. Kick-ass music. It's better than ones where I just said one yes. But it's like... but some bad ones. There we go. Drifting, yes. Anti-grav, no. Weapons, yes. Shortcuts, yes. I say it counts. There we go. I'm sure there'll be more controversial things that end up in the list later on anyway. Inevitably. It's hard to draw a clear line. I'm happy with that. Alright, next up. We have got some emulated games, and we're going to start with... Oh. I need to remember to change the on-stream label. There we go. The name of the company that made this apparently is a Celtic word pronounced she. What am I doing? I need to reset the window here. And then I switch controller over to a DualShock 4. There we go. What else? And I haven't changed the label. There we go. This also came out on Xbox and PS3 and PSP. But this was the easiest to get going. And again, I'm going to have to adjust the volume a touch. It's very loud in my ears, and probably on stream too. Those look like more reasonable volume levels. Yeah, the music in this game is kind of cool. Does this game count as a racing game? I don't know. Because in the Wikipedia description, it's like, this is a puzzle racing game. And it compares it to Stunt Racer, a very old game, and to Super Monkey Ball. So, I don't know. Let's find out. How to play, challenge mode, pickups, race mode. Well, I just want to know the controls actually, because yeah. Handbrake L1, okay. Yeah, that's what I need really. That's a bit weird actually. Accelerate R1, handbrake L1. Well, I'll get used to it. So I did the very first challenge, which was just like drive from A to B. I'll do a bit of race challenge, a bit of race mode and a bit of challenge mode. See what they're like. The company that worked on this also made a bunch of other interesting licensed racing games and so on that I think we'll probably be seeing on stream at some point. There's a speed racer game and a tie-in with a Hot Wheels spin-off cartoon thing. The graphics look nice in this upscaled emulation. Collect credits, money means prices, yeah. Steering. So you can see this gives me more of kart racer sort of vibes. And I can see why you'd say Super Monkey Ball when you see the levels floating in the air. But I'm not seeing the puzzle elements just yet, unless the puzzle is collecting all of the stars or something. I like creative challenge modes in these racing games. Like Wipeout has some pretty good ones. Some of the later Wipeouts especially. This is basically a tutorial so far. Catching some major air there.
It's so fun!
Yeah, the music's quite fun as well. Oh, hang on, so there's a hidden icon, GS icon, that we missed. We unlocked a skin. Kind of like the flames. Okay, different wheels. I kind of like the shark that looks not quite menacing. I get a silvery colour, otherwise I'll go for a bluey sort of colour. There we go. The controls are mapped a bit weird. I keep pressing the nitrous when I mean the accelerator, and vice versa. Well, that's not good. I'll try the proper, well, bumping around there. With proper race mode next. Maybe the idea is having to collect all of them over several laps. That's like the F-Zero GX sort of tutorial bit. Wow, that's a lot of difficulties. Alright, single race, time challenge, practice, championship. Yeah. TNT. TNT is just a mine type thing. Alright, so we've got nothing to collect here. No collectibles, just actual racing. I don't know, how do you differentiate between a kart racer and a non-kart racer? Engine side amount of pistons. Like, if you compare this to Hot Wheels or Hot Wheels games or Mario Kart type games. It's more one of those than it is F-Zero. Some of it has to do with the handling, I think. But it does feel more like racing than Mario Kart, I guess. How did I bomb myself? I guess I must have dropped it on the last lap.
Oh, man!
Right, not too bad. I can keep boosting in midair. I'm trying to avoid having to include Mario Kart or what is it, Jetsons racing. I think there's a Jetsons or racing game maybe on these streams. I haven't nailed down by what criteria I'll fairly judge everything. Oops. Yeah, actual engine size in real life would be an interesting one.
Oh, come on!
Oh, I just can't make it. Come on. There we go. Ooh. In any case, it'll be interesting to have looked at this one when we compare to other games by the same company. Whoops. Somehow I'm in first place. I like how I seem to be able to just be boosting for most of the track. Most of a lap. I'm just collecting more nitro and boosting all the way around. Oops. Whoa. The physics are pretty interesting here. Okay. Yeah, physics in many quotation marks. Physics, but not as we know them. I can't put my finger on exactly what distinction I'm making in my mind, but I think this does not count as a futuristic racer, and it's more of a kart racer type game. Part of it is just the feel of the physics of it. Okay, I guess we just have to drive off. I was looking for a reset button. This is a cool game though. New music has been added to your playlist. Alright. Yeah. I'm gonna say that one doesn't count, but it's fun.
I'm like 36 years of Mount Fuji, ashamed of the way that I behaved. Call me what you like. Call me what you
So let's see.
Call me what you like. Call me what you like. Yes, the those who thought you knew me. I'm like that
Oh, we haven't seen, yeah, the Xbox 360 version
way that I behaved.
has extra DLC as well, apparently, and extra music. Maybe one day I will stream that.
Gaining ground by the stat you have. Call it what you like. 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 Yes, to those who thought you knew me. I'm like, yes, to those who thought you knew me. I'm like 36 years of Mount Fuji, ashamed of the way that I behaved. Call me what you like. Prepare for animal soul. Well, this is identity.
Alright, one game left. I'm gonna take a short break, I quite like this music, so I'm gonna maybe leave the music on as I go to BRB. I'll be back in just a few minutes.
Cast the rose and thought to me, I'm like that. 36 years of Mount Fuji, ashamed of the way that I behaved. Call me what you like. Prepare for an assault. Well, this is high-tech advanced study of warfare. We are not gaining ground by the stat yet. Call it what you like. 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 I'm like a nomad. Call it I'm like a nomad. Call it what you like. Call it what you like. I'm like a nomad. And this is my tribe. I'm like a nomad. Call it I'm like a nomad. And this is my tribe.
All right. What is up next? What's up next is Fatal Inertia by a company that you might not associate with racing games in general, or maybe a very specific kind of racing game. Oh wow. There, it's gone. It's working. And I need to remember to do the label update. This is a Koei game. Their other racing games include a bunch of horse racing games. This one's really quiet for some reason. Why is this one quiet? Let's see. Bump that up a bit. I might actually have to show you that intro again, because if I press start here, it'll crash the emulator. So I'm just going to reboot that and you can enjoy it with the music. Let's see. Yeah, I mean, this game, Fatal Inertia, got a release on Xbox 360, a re-release on PS3 with extra content and tweaks. But that was it. Unfortunately. Good to see you, Narcoleptic Bat. Welcome to the stream. This is an interesting game, powered by GameSpy. RIP to GameSpy. I like this helmet design. So I have to press X here. Press X here quickly. There we go. And then it doesn't crash. So I did the tutorials before stream, and they're quite annoying. Those are the proving grounds. But the actual mechanics of the game are quite interesting. Interesting. It's a touch choppy, isn't it? Now that I've got OBS running and everything. How does it seem on stream? We're not getting any missed frames. So this is a 30 FPS game. Right, it's dusty and I can't see where I'm going. Let's see if I can tweak anything. Audio, buffering. Don't know, do I increase the buffering? Is that enough? The stream started getting choppy. It's interesting. I wonder what OBS is happy, hasn't reported any issues. I can turn down the settings in VC Face. I can remove my anti-aliasing. I can cap my own frame rate to 30 frames a second. That'll help a little. Maybe. PS3 emulation is largely a matter of CPU, and it was going well when I was testing pre-stream. And I'm using the GPU encoder for this one precisely because I've got a lot of GPU headroom when running this. I'm even rendering at 1440p internally for the resolution scale in the emulator. But yeah, so I don't know, I can try switching to X audio. Don't know if that even takes effect if I enable it mid-game. Let's give this a quick go. It's still noticeably choppy, isn't it? The choppiness of the game itself, that's just how it looks. It's a 30 frames a second game. But the funny thing is, yeah, nothing's reporting. Like, even if I check Task Manager, my GPU's fine. CPU is a little on the busy side, but I think now it's just sounding like what the game sounds like. Seems better? Interesting. I won't touch anything. Alright, so let's talk about what's interesting about this game. It's a very standard futuristic racing game. You've got a bit of up and down, which you mostly want to use to follow curves. You've got your drifting. A lot of the weapons that are used against you have some kind of magnetic component to them, so it's not going to be something that explodes your ship, but something that slows you down because it's hooked onto you, and when that happens you can do a barrel roll to knock it off. You've also got interesting weapons. The one I've got right now is a kind of grappling hook. Supposedly you can attach it to a rock to do a sharp turn, but I've not really managed to do that. And you can of course hook it to other players, other racers. Each of the weapons, well, most of them have a mode where you can fire them forwards or backwards, and they'll behave slightly differently. The cable you can only hook forward. So here I'm hooking, there we go, and then releasing, and I didn't release early enough. I didn't quite have time to explain, but... I'll continue to explain as the opportunity arises. I don't think the really dusty map is the most interesting. When I was testing earlier, I quite liked the it seems like it's a bit choppy at the start of courses and then gets a little better. It could be to do with the just-in-time compilation. So for example here we've got the rocket, and I can either fire it forwards and hit someone, or I can use it to propel myself like that as a boost. Similarly here I've got a shockwave that's a bit like the plasma pulse in Wipeout if I fire it forward, but I can also use it as a boost. Slightly different kind of boost. So here I'll show you firing the rocket. Boost here. So this is the pulse. Goes off and then explodes. It's very easy to miss checkpoint on these tracks from what I've seen so far. And the red highlight there is showing you where the checkpoint is. Oftentimes the course will have a path that goes a way that messes the checkpoint completely. That's a really long boost on the rocket there. Doing pretty well. Yeah, some interesting alternate paths on this one. Bit of a Star Wars vibe. Oh yeah, pod racing. Which I still need. You know, I'm bad at arranging streams that match the time of year or whatever. I could have done around May the 4th. I could have done Star Wars Episode 1 Racer. Oh right, the boost. So the boost is also interesting. Yeah, it feels like every race it just takes a bit of time before the audio settles for some reason. So while we shoot magnets and dodge magnets and shake off magnets, I'm trying to explain the boost a little. So at the beginning of the race, it's not based on time. You don't have to wait for the right time, but you hold the brake and the accelerator at the same time, fill up your bar, and then when you release the brake again, you get a boost. And you can also do that to slow down in a tight corner, and then boost as you exit the corner. Although I've not really managed to do that yet. It's something mentioned in the tutorial. Wow, I'm really getting... Oh, I missed a checkpoint. Alright, let's see. So I'm going to fire backwards some of these magnets that get refilled automatically anyway. Just gotta try to... Okay, so the magnets do eventually explode and cause damage. Gotta catch up with just one opponent if we want to get first place. Oh, barely missed it. Yeah, it's a shame about the audio being a bit uneven. I'll keep playing. Maybe one day I'll get a copy of this on my actual PS3. Gameplay wise, you know, the 30 frames a second are stable at least. I wonder though, I wonder. I feel like I should be able to at least muck around in the settings and so we're using the dynamic recompiler. Not buffering. How about time stretching? Will that sound weird? Let's see what happens. I don't even know if that'll take effect. It's OBS that's really struggling GPU wise. Otherwise, I'd fiddle with the I can try going to native resolution scale, for instance. See if that A takes effect, B has an effect on this choppiness. I can no longer even quite tell. Oh, this is a shame. Maybe I should maybe I should say this is just a preview of when I managed to get this running on real hardware then. It was running quite smoothly when I wasn't streaming. I do enjoy the game, so I don't mind tracking down a real copy, assuming it's possible to get. I really like specifically the more sunny environment. Whoops. We placed in the top 3. It's borderline playable and borderline not playable. Because it is a bit distracting as well when I'm playing. I think I will do it like I said and track down a real copy or get a cracked copy if the real thing is no longer available. But I've got a PS3, so it's just more convenient to set up to capture the emulator. Alright, I'll do that. I'm going to crank back up my VC face settings at least. And we'll note that down on the spreadsheet. Where do I note it? I'm going to note it here. I should try harder to make the real hardware my default in future, because sometimes it works really well and sometimes it does not. But that said, this was quite an interesting collection of games. I mean, let's talk about how I thought about the gameplay, right? Really innovative in some of its mechanics compared to, say, things that just imitate Wipeout and so on. I've not yet had time to really appreciate that though, because of the limited time I've had playing it properly. And I quite like the look of it, and I quite like some of the music. So I think it's a promising one. Alright. That said, let's go back to the usual stream music for a moment. Let's talk about what we're doing next time. Des reminded me that I had promised a stream looking at actually good click and play games, which I think we'll have to encompass all of the different generations of the software. It would be hard to pick, you know, just among click and play games and so on. It might not be a single stream because there's a lot of games to pick between. A lot of places to find the games. There's a modern, what is it, Clicktopia, is it? Archive. There's games people have made more recently on glorious train wrecks. There's the Internet Archive mirror of the old community website, Silky's domain. Was it Silky? It was Silky's. It was Silky's something. And there's at least one other archive site, plus all of the cover CDs and all of that to dig through. But definitely, I can definitely find enough games to play on a stream for Monday. So that's my plan, because we're in between games right now. We just finished off Journeyman Project 1. I've not yet started Journeyman Project 2, so Monday will be part 1 of actually good click and play games. It seems like a good one-off to throw in once in a while. So thank you, Des, for the reminder. With that said, let's see if we've got something to raid. I think my phone has been going wild with Twitch notifications of people going online. So surely there is someone to raid. Oh wow, Neff is playing Hypnospace Outlaw, which I definitely want to see, so hopefully you will join me. How do I spell Nephilim? There we go. And her channel is intended for mature audiences. Thank you so much for watching. I never remember my outro. There it is. It's time for me to go. If you, like me, have caught the Millennium Bug with... I love that pun, right? But I forget it every time. It's just streamer brain. If you, like me, have caught the Millennium Bug, make sure to watch the next stream or find me elsewhere on the World Wide Web by clicking on the links below the video. Keep that future vibe, and I'll see you in the world of tomorrow.